All right, well, I am going to be trying to extend these wires that lead up to my odometer, my speedo, whatever you want to call it, this thing. I put these risers on and this no longer reaches. This is all the blinkers and all that stuff. It's supposed to be sitting right in those holes there. So yeah, it's as you can see, not reaching. So I went ahead, fucking it up as I talk to you guys, but I spliced that one just to start with that one. I don't know if it's focusing, but yeah, right there. I'm gonna start one at a time. This is the other end. This is the plug actually for the odometer. So I spliced up. I have all these wires all ready to connect. And this is the wire I'm gonna be using in between. So yeah. First time soldering wires, I don't know, since like freaking high school or middle school. So we'll see how that goes. All right, wish me luck. All right, so first and foremost, I'm gonna put some of this rosin paste, or rosin, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I'm just gonna dip it in there a little bit, put it off to the side. So now I make a little connection. I like to twist. Some people like to do the other method of like intertwining everything, but twisting seems to work fine for me. So get it all twisted on there. See, now it's all twisted, it's all connected there. Now comes the easy part of just get my soldering iron, and I'm gonna wear a mask because I don't want to die from this shit, and then just apply some to the top of it. Go, it's that easy. I'll show you closely right now what I just did. Oops. So there's the connection I made with the solder. Now I just put a little heat shrink over that, cover it up, and it'll end up looking like these connections here that I already made. So sorry it's out of focus. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get these to reach up to here and I'll be ready. All right, so I just finished making all these bottom connections. That's what it looks like when it's done. Now I'm gonna set the shrink wrap over it, or heat shrink, and get that seated so it'll look all clean, just like those. I'll show that process now. Okay, so I just slipped some of the heat shrink over, and now I just gotta heat it up. It's real simple. I don't have a heat gun, so I use just a lighter. You'll see it right now as it like kind of shrinks. As you just apply some heat slowly. Doesn't have to be all crazy. Look, it's already getting like tightened on that side. You want it to be on this side too. There we go. There we go. Now that is on there. Just a little bit more heat on this side. There we go. Now I just do that to the other wires and I'm done with the bottom, and then I gotta do the top again. So lots of soldering. All right, well, the job is done. I didn't have any kind of like color combination or like coating, so I didn't put a big shrink wrap over this because I would have been lost. I had to look at like the base and figure out which wire was which. So yeah, it looks a little ugly, but I plan on getting some like heat shrink wrap tape or whatever you call it and put it all around this. I kind of fucked up and also didn't like cut all these wires the same exact length, so some are longer than the others, and yeah, but hey, it works. And that's what I'm happy with, because the last like month I've been driving around with no speedometer or any kind of blinkers or anything, so let's test it out. It's working. Oh, blinkers, everything. So yeah, so if you want to do it yourself, get some practice. Might not be pretty the first time, but I can always go back and redo it also. Now I know how. So yeah, how to put the headlight on. I'm gonna take her out for a ride. Later, boys and girls.